Hi guys, so today we are going to be presenting our project, and our topic was eating disorders by Bree, Amber, Madison, Jacqueline, and Noah.
Eating disorders are a big problem with college-age students. The population is all college students at SUNY Oswego, and we focus on different eating disorders such as binge eating, bulimia, and anorexia. And we made a Facebook page to prevent and create awareness of the different types of eating disorders.
So the reason we chose eating disorders is because it's a common problem, especially in our target audience, which is, as Bree said, college students. And we also chose this because it's a pretty broad topic. There's a lot of different eating disorders, so there's much information on the topic. And the goal for this was to prevent future problems, but also combat the problems that people are facing currently.
Alright, so we chose a couple scholarly articles to help us with our survey, and one of the main ones we did, that was mine, was it's called Eating Behaviors by S.K. Lipson, and we chose this one because it highlighted two key goals that we're trying to figure out why teenagers and adults with eating disorders that are like pretty severe do not actually get treated, and the other one is to ways to increase people's willingness to engage in like interventions and programs around campus so that they don't continue to have this problem. The other scholarly articles, like I mentioned, we used multiple. First one was by Amber. Amber had one that had to do with people's body image and the amount of food they want to eat based off what they think is their body looks like to them. So if they think they look too big, they're not going to eat a lot like they should, even if they actually don't look big. And it really affects their healthy lifestyle. Next one is Jacqueline's. Her article was about lack of sleep and how that is linked to eating competence, which is people's how happy they are when they are eating. Like if they eat a lot, they feel good about themselves. So like if they don't get a lot of sleep, then they're not going to want to eat a lot. There's some studies that show that these two are linked. The next article is Madison's. This article was about offering college students it was like a 10-week online intervention that helps people. It was supposed to help people get over their eating disorders online. It was a study done by a college. Bree's article was discussing multiple other eating disorders, just kind of going into detail, touching on everyone like bulimia, nighttime eating disorder, binge eating, anorexia, anything we could think of really. Alright, so this is the survey. We used like 6 quick and simple questions that we handed out to people. First one was just a simple question on a scale of 1 to 5. What would you say your knowledge of eating disorders is? So obviously that varies person to person, whether their knowledge of eating disorders happens like to be very good because they had health classes or whatnot. Number 2, if you had to guess, what percent of college students would you say are affected academically by eating disorders? Now we'll show you the results of what these outcomes were in the next slide. But for number 3, do you think most people with significant untreated eating disorders get help normally? Again, we'll show you the answers in a sec. What do you think people with eating disorders who don't get treatment say? Their excuses? There's multiple excuses typically. But again, we'll go into that in a second. With who are eating disorders more common with? Same thing, I'll go into in a sec. What is the main cause of eating disorders? So these are just all the simple questions we used that we handed out in the survey. Alright, so the survey outcome. So for the first one, it was the knowledge of eating disorders. So we had typically people's knowledge was in the middle. They thought it was on a scale of 1 to 5, a 3. For question 2, they typically, you can go back real quick. For number 2, if you had to guess, what percent of college students would you say are affected academically? They said that it would be B, higher than 20%, which is not the correct answer. Actually, the correct answer is A. It's lower than 5%, which when I looked up, I found that hard to believe. So number 3, can you go back to that, please? Do you think most people with significant untreated eating disorders get help normally? And most people chose no because it's kind of just, if you were looking into it, it's kind of just like common sense. Some people aren't really willing to come out about their eating disorders and don't really want to like take the fall for them because they don't want to believe they have it, or if they just feel so crappy about it, they just don't really want to do anything about it. Number 4, what do you think of people with eating disorders who don't get treated? Our treatments say their excuses. Typically, they chose all of the above, which is the correct answer actually. So that's good to know that everyone was recognizing that that was the correct answer. So for number 5, with who our eating disorders were common with, most people chose female, and that's the correct answer as well. Typical, we don't really have a clue why this is. Looked into a couple studies for this, but couldn't find an answer. They all said it was unknown. But typically, females it's more common to have eating disorders. And then they say the next question is, what is the main cause for eating disorders? And most people chose stress, but it's actually, again, just like question 5, it's unknown. We really don't have a clue why that is. I would also assume stress if I didn't look into it already. So knowledge of eating disorders, survey reasoning. So the reason why we did this, because it was the most logical option. Obviously, we couldn't really find another thing to do for surveys besides, if we really wanted to, we could have held a program where we could have done a Jeopardy event or something for eating disorders, and we could have recorded the public's answers on the trivia questions as we went and done data collection that way, but it just seemed like the most simple thing we could do. One of the best techniques we found to be available, or to be a valid way of finding students' knowledge of eating disorders, so that's like another good reason. This survey allowed us to incorporate all of the groups, or all of our scholarly articles we had in this group, and that was also important because we didn't want to leave anyone out. One of the few options available to us that we had, like I said, because we didn't really have time to put together a Jeopardy event, and there would have been a lot of unnecessary work. Next one, please.
So our SMART goals of our program were finding a way to balance nutrition so people with eating disorders are not overeating or undereating. And then we would check the person's progress weekly to see how much they progress over 3 months. And we would have those people make food logs.
For program planning, we chose the social media, and the social media that we did was Facebook, because we thought that it would be the easiest site to gain followers, and we thought it would also be the easiest way to promote our health project and issue. And it's also easy for the group to access the Facebook.
Alright, so what we did to get our followers, we just shared the link to friends and families just so they could see it and be like, oh, this is interesting, I'm gonna go follow this account. And then we also invited Facebook friends to the Oswego freshmen. And we put like the link in team group chat so they would follow it and to get us our goal of followers.
For communication with our group, we discussed some of our plan in class, and we also made a group chat. We used the group chat to decide which day we each would post on, so we weren't posting on the same day. And we also reminded each other when it was our day to post, also using the group chat.
Alright, so choosing days, we used our group chat to pick what day worked out best for everyone. So Amber started it off. She made the Facebook page, so she just was like, okay, I'll start it off. And then we used the group chat
So then Bree was like, okay, I'll go this day, and then I was like, okay, I'll go Friday, and then Matt was like, I'll go Saturday. So it all just kind of worked out. We didn't have to like post at a specific time. It could have been any time throughout that day. We just had to make sure we posted twice on the Facebook page. So that's kind of how it was determined. And then these are just some of like the topics that people posted about. So like I said, Amber made the Facebook page and added like the profile picture. So we'll talk about like what each person posted. But so Amber posted first, and then I looked over it and said, okay, I'm gonna post something different. Bree posted something different, and then everybody just had to make sure we weren't going over the same exact thing. So for our group, each group member would post twice a day on their specific day. We didn't have a specific time for posting, like Jacqueline said. We just had to make sure that it was posted in that 24 hours. We posted links and information about the eating disorders, and each person would post a link that differed from other group members' links. Each link posted, each group member gave a description on what the link was about, as you'll see in later slides. And this is just kind of what our Facebook page looked like. We have our profile picture, the name of our Facebook page, and then a post. For the Facebook page, it's a popular social media page, and we try to get as many followers as possible. So we would make various posts on various topics that had to do with eating disorders.
So this is the first post that we made. Obviously, I was the person to post that, and the link that I chose was about anorexia, and the specific topic that I chose was a healthy meal plan for people who have anorexia to kind of gain back their weight in a healthy manner. So you can't just jump right back into it. And then the second post that I did was on binge eating. This link is just basic information, what the symptoms are, how to treat it, how to overcome it. There's a picture, as you can see, about the cycle and how to prevent relapse.
I posted on the second day, and I posted a website for people who want to learn signs and symptoms of bulimia and different treatment options so they can get back on track. On the second day, I made a mock event to give information about anorexia and different things you could look out for.
Alright, so I went after Bree, and she had posted, like she said, about bulimia and anorexia. So I did how you can treat bulimia, just so people know like that it's treatable, and that if you notice that you have this eating disorder, that it's possible for change, and that you can get treatment to make your life better. So I thought it was a really good idea. Okay, let's post a treatment, and just so people are aware and are more knowledgeable. And then I also posted an anorexia like treatment for it, just so people are aware that it's treatable. They aren't like, okay, I have this eating disorder, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I wanted people to be aware about how they can get treatment for it. I posted the day after Jacqueline, and one of my posts was about anorexia, and it just kind of gives an overview about the disorder. It's a hard disorder to overcome, but it is treatable, and this link also gives information on the ways to treat it. My second link was about bulimia, and it just gives an overview about the symptoms and warning signs, so people know, and it also talks about how it is treatable, but also hard to overcome.
So I had to do something a little different for my social media post, and it's because I didn't have access to my Facebook account. I locked myself out. But that's okay because I ended up touching on raising awareness for two different eating disorders. One of them was purging disorder, which is like self-induced vomiting. obviously not healthy for yourself. The other one I touched on was nighttime eating disorder, which is more problematic than you think. I honestly didn't take it serious when I first saw it until I read into it, because I didn't think it was a thing. But it's just a delayed circadian pattern of food intake, which means you take what you would normally have dinner, say like 6 o'clock, you instead would, for whatever reason, not feel hungry during normal dinner time, and you would eat way too much food at like say like 11:30 and 12 when your metabolism isn't actually running as fast as it normally would during the day. So obviously that's another problem that I was trying to raise awareness for, that I put links on both of them so people could look into it if they really wanted to. And if any of my friends that happened to come by and knew a person or anything, they could just try and look up any methods for treatment, and hopefully I did enough for them.
So overall, we thought that our project was pretty successful. Some positives that we had was our group chat was very effective. We were able to keep each other in line, make sure everyone's keeping up with their part, that each person had an even amount of work that they had to do. As mentioned earlier, this topic was easy to do research on. It was easy to implement a project for this disorder. It's applicable to college students, which is relatable because, as you all know, we're all college students and we know at least one person that has it. And we just wanted to implement this project so that people know that they're not alone and that there is ways to overcome this eating disorder. And Facebook was also a great resource to use because people could access us through direct message. There were some negatives with this project, as we did not reach our 100 followers. It was hard to do with the amount of time that we had. We did as best as we could, reaching out to all of our teammates because we're all athletes, and we tried to send out our information to the freshman Facebook page, as was mentioned earlier as well. It was also hard to get people our age specifically to follow our page because people our age use more Instagram and Twitter, which was taken at the time. So more older age people use Facebook, as like my mom, for example, is super big into it. She's always on that. But as for me, couldn't tell you the last time I was on Facebook except for this project. We tried to reach out to people. Next time, if we were to do this, we would want to reach out to people who would find this information useful. So maybe distributing pamphlets so that instead of reaching out to people because they're not as open about it, if we had pamphlets, they could feel free to grab it and look up the information on themselves. It's more for them to reach out and take it upon themselves to get the help. And then we would also try and reach out to people, not athletes, more people who are not into sports, just to get more information, more people involved.
Some different approaches that we would have taken would be reaching out to more people, choosing a different social media because it's very hard to get some followers, and we would possibly do some posters and put them around like popular places in campus to increase the awareness.
And that is the end of our project. So thank you guys for watching, and feel free to ask any questions.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's not.
I wonder how long it was.
Hold on. Oh my god, it was only 20 minutes?
That's fine. That's how most of them
Oh